Hello, good day, and welcome back to this channel. So I'm here to explain Specimen B of the Waec Practical Biology 2024 specimen. I had earlier explained Specimen A, which is the gill of a fish. Now the Specimen B, which is what the liver of the domestic fowl with the gallbladder, as you can see in this picture. The greenish part is what we call the the gallbladder. That green content inside that sac-like membrane is what we call the bile. But the bile is in what you can see is that the bile is inside the gallbladder. Then the reddish brown part is the liver. So this is the specimen B. Now that the domestic fowl is also called Gallus domesticus. The first Gallus starts with a G, that's the generic name, while the second Gallus starts with a small g. The first one starts with a capital G, I mean. So what you're expected to know is that we must know that you're expected to test the bile. That is why they ask for a litmus paper. So when you test the bile is alkaline in nature. The litmus paper is a paper that tests for acidity or alkalinity, or maybe something that is neutral. You do not have any test. So that is, you must know that testing the bile is one possible question, because the Waec has instructed every school to get their litmus paper, both blue and red. Now, if you're asked to open that gallbladder and test it, you must tell them that the answer or what you tested, the result is what alkaline in nature. That tells you that the pH of the bile is alkaline. Hence, it turns red litmus paper to what? Blue. Please don't forget, that's a point you need to know. That's a very important possible question. They may ask you a reason for this. Why did it turn it blue? Why is it alkaline? The reason you should give is because it contains bile salts. Remember that salts are what mostly alkaline in nature, although they have acidic salt. But these particular bile salts are what the reason for it being alkaline in nature. Now let me introduce this topic, this specimen properly. What is a liver? A liver is the largest organ in the domestic fowl. Yes, it is an organ we refer to as what? A bilobed organ. B-I-L-O-B-E-D. That's what I mean by bilobed. A lobe means a division. There are three organs in the body that have lobes or divisions: the brain, the lungs, and the liver. The liver has two divisions in the domestic fowl. But if it's in mammals, humans, it has four divisions. But because we're talking about the domestic fowl, it has two divisions. That is why we say it is a bilobed organ. And where is it located? It is a bilobed organ that is located ventrally, that is under, ventrally in the abdomen, and it is closely associated with the proventriculus, the spleen, and the gallbladder. The proventriculus is that part which is before the ventriculus, or the gizzard, because another name for gizzard is ventriculus. Then the spleen is that part of the liver. There is that part that works with the liver in destroying red blood cells after the red blood cells are stayed for 20 to 30 days, because that is the lifespan of the red blood cells in a domestic fowl. It stays for 20 to 30 days. But in humans, the lifespan of the red blood cells stays for what? 4 weeks. So let's go back. I've explained the liver. I've told you where it's found, ventrally under the abdomen, and it's a bilobed organ. Now you also need to know what is the gallbladder. The gallbladder is a sac-like shaped organ that contains the bile, which is produced by the liver. Another name for gallbladder is what we call cholecyst. Cholecyst, Cholecyst. Now, what are the functions of the the functions of the bile? Before we go to the functions of the bile, which you also need to know, because they may ask you, and you have to know what the bile is. The bile is a greenish yellow digestive fluid. Do you understand? It's a greenish yellow digestive fluid that helps in what? Digestion. So what are the functions of the bile? Number one, it breaks down or emulsifies fat. What are the functions of the bile? Number one, it breaks down or emulsifies fats. Emulsification of fats means breaking down fats into tiny droplets when it can now be easily absorbed into the body. Another function of the bile is that it eliminates waste from the body, especially toxins from the liver. Another function of the bile is that it neutralizes food in the intestine because of its alkalinity. Remember that the food that comes in from the stomach, which is the crop, the proventriculus, and the what, and ventriculus, that food is usually acidic because of the HCl in that region, the hydrochloric acid, that's the HCl. Once this food enters into the intestine, after the gizzard, it has entered the small intestine. And you know the first part of the small intestine is the word the duodenum. The second part is the word jejunum. Then the third part is the ileum. So when this food enters into the duodenum, what happens? This food is going to be neutralized. That means the acidity of this food is going to reduce because of the bile, which is secreted or passed out from the gallbladder where it is stored. Passed out from the gallbladder where it is stored, then it passes through the bile duct and enters into the what, intestine. So a function of the bile is that it neutralizes the food, reducing the acidity of the food, hence making it a bit alkaline. Then I've also said about when you test the bile with the litmus paper that the color is what? If you're using a red litmus paper to test it, it will turn blue. You understand? So another thing you need to know also are the functions of the liver. What are the functions of the liver? Number one, it detoxifies what waste from the body or removes toxins from the body. It also produces bile. Then there's another thing that the liver destroys the red blood cells after it has what gotten to its lifespan. Then the liver also helps to regulate or the production of what what's it called? Production of what protein synthesis. Then another thing you need to know is that the liver also helps in breaking down protein, which is what we call deamination of protein. So with these points, I am very sure, and then you need to learn the diagram of the liver and the gallbladder. Please learn any diagram you draw. I keep on saying it. I said it in my previous video. Try to label on the right hand side. All your labeling should go on one side, either right or left. Then your title should be below the drawing or above the drawing. Remember your magnification. Also remember to use a clean above the drawing. Remember your magnification. Also remember to use a clean a well sharpened pencil. Don't make it blow, so that your drawing will be well and will be clean and neat. Remember they give mark for title, there's mark for neatness of drawing and labeling, there's mark for clarity of line, there's mark for well spelled labeling. So with this, I come to the end of this video, and I hope you would stay tuned and watch my next video where I'll be talking about specimen C, which is the lungs of the domestic fowl, and comparing it with other things. So stay tuned, watch and get enlightened, and I hope that this Waec 2024 biology practical will be a success. Bye.